of the Gunshine State. Ha. What them boys still boating in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get cake and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. Ha. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk, that can get you killed down here. Niggas better learn the lingo, cause they'll be looking for you in that water finding Nemo. See, Palm Beach County be the craziest. Them Broward County niggas be the craziest. And them Dade County niggas be the wildest. Shout out to Bell Glaze and my niggas at Fort Myers. Salute to all my Florida boys out here on the grind. When niggas out here getting dough with that snow and the sunshine. Ducking nine, waiting at the port to bring in that order. Cause niggas like depend on what come across that water. Welcome to South. I was born in the South, raised in the South. A Dade County nigga that was made in
to one of your Kane homeboys.
Using the street, my fault.
What's going on, man? I was just talking to myself like
for a second.
But now, man, we've been about to talk some Kane football. We got Rich X met in here. Make sure you like, share, send the video out, man. Send it to one of your homeboys that's a Kane fan, man. Just send it to one homeboy for us. Share it for us. About to get into a few things. Main thing, number one thing on the board, quarterback position. We're gonna get into that. The quarterback, the transfer portal. We're gonna talk a little bit about Rutgers. Update on some injuries. And what's going on at Florida State, man. I don't know. I thought we had a mass exodus, man. Them boys getting out of there and they tweeting.
They mad. I think the fans are even madder because the players are tweeting. They want the players to just go out and say, I'm itching the portal without saying why.
See, the boys just went 13-0. So, but we're gonna get into that. We'll get into that. So yeah, man, hit the like button, share, send it to your friend. Everybody right now, man. Look for the share button on the YouTube thing and send it to your homeboy that's a Kane fan.
It's right next to the like button, which you should hit.
Send it to the homeboy right now.
Dre Jeezy said the song's trash and funny. Dre Jeezy, we taking some. I guess the intro. Make us a better one. Anywho,
Dre Jeezy the first one that ever said that, boy. That's like we like 136 and 1. Dre Jeezy the first person ever said he didn't like that song.
No, I think he's talking about that song that the dude from Florida State dropped.
What song?
It's a dude who's a Florida State fan dropped a diss song.
He dissed the college football player committee. That shit is corny.
That shit is college football.
That shit is as corny as when Deion did it.
He said something about Miami in it, and it was funny because everybody instantly was like, "Nigga, you dissing Miami, and you can't even get a real Florida State jersey." Like,
yeah, he said like he had a Boston College jersey on.
Could have raised up some money for him to get a jersey or something.
So listen, we got Rich in the back. We're gonna bring Rich here.
Yeah, Rich in here. Hey man, Fins fans, y'all press 1, man. Make sure y'all okay, man.
See, he said he talking about the FSU song. I ain't never heard nobody say the South Florida song was trash. So even FSU and fans said it was hard. Like,
I remember the first time I heard it, I didn't think it was when we heard it sitting in Lorna's. It didn't sound like nothing to me. Until Twan put video to it, and then it broke.
Because when you was listening to it, you heard the lyrics and you were like, "Oh nah, that ain't really gonna play." But
that thing was rough.
Yeah.
Ask y'all questions if y'all need to, man. We gonna star them, highlight them. We'll spin the block after we talk about what we're gonna talk about, man. So shout out to y'all once again. Make sure I hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Oh, we had 1,900 subscribers. We didn't gain 200 subscribers since.
We gotta get to 2,000 a night. We're gonna get to 2,000 a night, dog.
That's
Make sure you subscribe, man. Hit the subscribe button. We took a break, man. After the season, man, we took a break. Had to take a breath, man. That was trashy ass season, trashy ass QB play. We had to take a break, man. But we back. So listen, first things first. Cam Ward, Will Howard, right? I think we get one of these two quarterbacks. How percentage we get one of these two quarterbacks? But me and X said it 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Money is involved. When money gets involved, stop thinking things are going to always make sense. They're not going to always make sense. Sometimes when people do stuff for money, yeah, it'll land you in Wisconsin or it'll land you at Michigan State, and you ain't never seen snow before. But the dough is right.
Should be there every night.
Like tonight.
They're gonna be there every night. You know what I'm saying? That bread right, the boy gonna be there every night. So stop thinking everything gonna make sense. It's not. One of the weirdest things I seen was us in the season and our starting quarterback of the last 2-3 years jumping the portal before the portal even opened. As Kane fans, it didn't look weird, but if you was on the outside looking in, that looked very weird. Mm-hmm. It looked very weird. If you was not a Kane fan, you was looking at the Canes, you'd be like, what this? Like, what just happened over there?
They running their mouth about Mario. Mario can't control his team.
Right. So stop. Money involved now. Everything ain't gonna make sense. It's gonna make dollars. So back to Cam Ward, Will Howard. So Will Howard, Kansas State guy, has he took any other visits anywhere else?
Nah, he said he didn't want to take no other visits. But they trying to get him out west. With Lincoln Riley and USC. Cam didn't say he wasn't. He only said he was going to take the 2 visits. He just wasn't sure when he was going to take the first day visit. So it's us for both players. It's us, and then Cam has Florida State on their mind, and then he's still the NFL also. So I keep saying people talk about how long you wait for Cam. This weekend, if they don't hear some great news for Cam, they finna tell Will Howard, come on, buddy, let's get this thing rolling.
You think so, X?
Yeah, because
signing day make the decision before the bowl game.
Yeah. Signing day is Thursday. They got to make the decision before the bowl game. Signing day is Thursday. Some other highly recruits looking at this decision and saying, okay, who's going to be that quarterback for that team? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of recruits and portal kids saying, yeah, Miami. I said it on Space yesterday, man. Both of those quarterbacks say Miami isn't a 7-5 team. They just was a few players who didn't work hard enough for it not to be a 7-5 team. So now you got players saying, okay, we could join that team, and then they won't be 7-5. They could have been 10-2. So it's like a lot of these kids are looking at what's going on with this quarterback situation with Miami.
Right. So you're saying Will Howard, only visit he took was us?
Yeah, only visit was Miami. Everybody thought it was Howard when he came, but that was Will Rogers who came on a secret visit, which ended up getting out. But Will Howard and Cam Ward was the 2 guys Miami identified as soon as those guys hit the portal.
Compare Will Howard to somebody. Alex Smith in college.
Will Howard is a big quarterback.
Alex
He's
Smith?
what, 6'5"? You say who?
Alex Smith.
So he's way bigger than Alex Smith. What was that quarterback who played for Ohio State that year that only played in the playoffs or only played in the bowl game and ended up beating I think it was Oklahoma or somebody or Oregon or one of them. The big tall guy. Then he ended up going to the NFL, but he was sorry.
JT Barrett? No,
not JT Barrett. Not JT Barrett.
What school did he play for?
Ohio State. Remember the year when Cardell, him. That's who he kind of remind me of because he's big. He could run. He could throw the ball. He got a very, very, very strong arm.
I heard people talking about that motherfucker gonna be a tight end at the next level.
Yeah, I mean, he kept gaining weight. That's his thing. He just couldn't, not gain no weight.
So but he can actually run the ball. Like Big Ben, I don't remember him running in college.
Big Ben ain't run the ball like that.
6'5", 240. He could touch
Definitely
the ball.
not
I think
definitely not Terrell Pryor. I don't know why they said that name. That's crazy.
how
Terrell
many
Pryor is more along the
touchdowns?
build of Ja'Cory Harris. I mean Ja'Cory Brown.
You
That
say
dude could
how
run.
many touchdowns? I think you what 25?
24,
24,
12
25.
interceptions, or 10 interceptions,
Yeah, 10 interceptions.
2,600 yards. And then you got Cam Ward, who we talked about ad nauseum. Both quarterbacks upgrade from last year. So both quarterbacks huge upgrade from last year. I think the fans, the community, Jeremiah probably want Cam Ward just because. But I think both will be an upgrade from last year. And we'll see a different offense. I think we see a different offense in the bowl game with Ja'Cory Brown. I think the
Yeah, same
last
way they
guy
did
kind
for
of,
the same way they did for Emory. Emory never ran the same offense.
But when I say a different offense, okay, let me word it different. I think the last boy kind of handicapped Dawson, and it took Dawson half a season to realize he was handicapped, and then he tried to figure it out. But I think we may see Dawson's offense more open with Ja'Cory. Like he may find Arroyo running down the seam or something. You know what I'm saying? Like he may, you know what I'm saying? I think he hit some people. He hit some of those people that were running open the whole season. That Tyler Van Dyke wasn't in his agenda, or the way he had to play football.
I mean, just look at it like this. Once teams figured out if we play Tyler, if we zone up, cover 3, zone against Tyler, we don't really have to load the box. You know what I'm saying? With Ja'Cory, they're gonna have to load that box because he's gonna run the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even if he doesn't, he pulls it and he throws the ball, it ain't gonna be no zone out there. It's gonna be most likely man on man. And
Right.
I expect him to make those throws.
Right. What they were looking for was a quarterback that was proven, that they've seen go through struggles, a proven guy, somebody who they can assess and say, okay, he threw 2 interceptions. Let's see how he bounced back. They were looking for a proven guy. They weren't trying to take a shot in the dark at QB. So whoever they get is going to be somebody solidified, and then I guess they'll come in and compete next year. But whoever coming in getting big money, I'm sure that competition is not going to be fair. Everybody up here. So out of the two, who was y'all, Mehdi? Who do you want out of the two?
Cam Ward.
Cam Ward. What about you, Rich?
I mean, Cam Ward is not even close.
No. You want Cam Ward 2X?
Yeah, I want Cam Ward. I mean, but I'm not gonna let him hold us hostage though.
Right. Because X, you feel like he's still playing with the NFL.
Mean, listen, if Cam Ward was in Miami already, just say he was in Miami, he gets around Drew Rosenhaus, he's finna play it to he can't play it no more. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna make you either up the Bucks or he's going to the league. So I'm like, I'm not gonna let him hold us hostage. Do I want him? Absolutely. I feel like if he does come here, he creates a better opportunity as far as passing the ball because he does spread the ball out great. The only problem with him is he does have turnovers, like a lot of turnovers. Yeah, he has a lot of turnovers.
Even so, X, like we coming from a situation where Cam Ward has never had more than 10 picks in a season. We watched a quarterback throw. We watched a quarterback throw 10 in a matter of like 4 games. So
yeah,
I mean, it's
but
like
15 fumbles and 10 interceptions is still 25 turnovers.
What's up?
No,
with
you right.
fumbles?
You right. Offensive line probably
So
does.
who had 15 fumbles in the season?
Cam Ward. He fumbles the ball.
Yeah, 15 fumbles.
Yeah,
what's up with that?
Horrible O-line. O-line is not really blocking. And, he's trying to make every play he can make. You know what I'm saying? So he gets hit, holding the ball one hand, fumbles, or even when he does run the ball, he fumbles, stuff like that. I don't think he have to run at all when he comes to Miami because we'll block good for him.
I don't know, X. I ain't gonna write him off like that, though. You quarterback, you gotta protect the ball, though.
I mean, yeah, you gotta protect the ball. I mean, you gotta protect the ball.
I ain't gonna just give him that. You gotta protect the ball, though. You quarterback, though. You gotta protect the ball.
So Howard got 10 interceptions in 4 years. Twice. Twice in 4 years.
How many times is he throwing the ball a game?
Who?
Howard.
Let's look.
My assumption would be less than the Washington State offense.
But you say Howard threw 10 interceptions 2 years straight?
No, I said he's never thrown 10 interceptions.
Oh.
More than 10 interceptions in a season.
But has he thrown 10 in a season is a question.
He has.
Okay, yeah, he's thrown 10 interceptions twice. He thrown his freshman year. And then he thrown it this previous year.
Okay.
So to see the issue with Howard is he's a 60% passer. Like, I don't know if that's good because even TVD was way better than that as far as completion percentage. You know what I'm saying? Like, TVD on his worst day wasn't that bad.
So if we had to compare Will Howard and Ja'Cory Brown, let's say Ja'Cory's a 60% passer, Will Howard's a 60% passer. What would be the defining thing that would make Will Howard start over Ja'Cory?
More experience. That's it.
The fact that you paid him $1 million?
That is experience. You paid him more than experience.
I mean, and the fact that he's thrown for 2,600 yards in the season, and 24 touchdowns.
2,600?
And 24 touchdowns, yeah. That's 2,600 more than I got Ja'Cory thrown.
Ja'Cory, okay.
He's also got an opportunity, yo. So we don't know.
Exactly.
All those points are moot when we consider we haven't given him an opportunity. Because I'm looking at Cam Ward and yeah, I think he was still at Incarnate Word in 2020.
Woo, that boy lighting up.
Yeah. In 2021, yeah, he threw 10 touchdowns. I mean, he threw 10 picks, but he also threw for almost 5,000 yards that year.
That boy 40 touchdowns. 47 touchdowns. My bad.
That might have been his last season.
47 touchdowns.
Was that his last season in Incarnate Word?
590 attempts. Them boy was out there Alcorn State.
Yeah, that's when he realized. At this point, he realized, oh, I'm better than all these people. I gotta get up out of here. Right there, this highlight. He was like, I gotta leave. This too easy for me at this point.
Not only that, but I want to say this too. Like, when quarterbacks just have that flick of the wrist, that snap when they throw the ball. Cam has that. That's the thing that, and I'm not comparing Cam and Michael Vick because they the same, almost the same height or skin color or none of that. But I remember that flick that Michael Vick used to have. And that's why people was like, man, if he put it all together, man, he's gonna be dangerous because he just has that it factor when he throws the ball. You also see it with Kyler Murray, and that's what got him to the league. Guys just have like a certain zip on the ball where you're like, dang. Cam has that. And he's more accurate. So Will Howard is a better runner because of his size.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're being honest about where you want the offense to be, we're recruiting all these running backs, especially the type of running backs, the big bruising type backs, so that our quarterback does not have to run the ball, even on a consistent basis. So you don't have to dial up 20 design runs in a game. So those runs should come from scrambling when you're trying to get a first down and you're trying to do right by your team and stay out there on the field. So I completely understand what you're saying, X. if it does come to a situation where this young man is trying to hold us hostage, or he's getting around agents and agents is saying to do this and do that and hold out for money and all this other nonsense, then you got to let that ship sail and you got to build with what you got. So, um, so it is what it is. So opportunity waits for no man. So it is what it is.
Again, I mean, okay, so the whole thing being with Mario for the past 2 years, and even when he first got here was how fast he hire guys, how fast they make decisions with the portal players, and he hasn't had a good track record in making the fastest decisions. So, basically,
Mario?
Mario, he hasn't. You know what I'm saying? Just look at it like this, man. When Porter opened last year, it was a lot of players we should have gotten. Mario,
right,
prolonged it with the hiring situation, and then going after players at the last minute. You know what I'm saying? We know you're a good dude where you can pull it off, Mario, but it don't always work like that. You know what I'm saying? So this year, they already identified who they want as soon as they got the portal.
But X, I don't think you take into consideration that this man was looking for 2 coordinators again at the end of the season.
But I'm saying, okay, so the thing is, if a coordinator is hired a lot faster, Keon Coleman is probably at Miami. You know what I'm saying? Or another top guys. But it's like, okay, well, the coordinator is taking you a long time to get that coordinator. You know
on paper, I think we forget though. The coordinator we got, people seem to forget, was coaching in the college football playoff, which is Josh Gallus wasn't coaching in the playoff last year.
Oh,
no. Yeah.
That one. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about this past previous year. Once we knew we was gonna fire Josh Gallus.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of they knew they weren't gonna keep Josh Gallus after the second signing, which was
we were playing the money game. Remember,
which was in February. So they should have said that way. They should have said, okay, well, we going after a new coordinator and we're gonna have him here. Once that portal time opened up, you could have got better receivers. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 receivers out of the portal we didn't even use. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Right. And then last year, like I said, I think he was making the right, and you got to remember too, he was also taking in consideration what TVD wanted, because TVD had a say in that pick for Shannon Dawson coming here. So while everybody's like, we need to hurry up and speed it up, it's like, once again, you always hear me say it with anything that Mario does, you would have done faster, you would have done right. Because many will argue, it seemed like a point. It seemed like a point where it was like, man, Dawson might not be it, man. It might be the league might be too big for him. And then you couldn't find out, you know what I'm saying, from a school release podcast that it was TVD. That motherfucker can't go through progressions. We had to handcuff the offense to get him to even be remotely good, and that didn't happen until the last 2 games of the season. One in a loss, and the other one when the game's out of reach. So,
but see, the good thing about it is both Cam Ward and Will Howard plays in sort of similar offensive styles that Dawson wants to run. So if you just look at either one of them play, you already saying, well, okay, at least they both could go through their progression. Well, Dawson don't have to sit there and say, hey, this is who you need to throw the ball to. That's the good thing about us landing either one of those guys. And I think with Washington State, the intriguing thing with that one is Cam Ward offensive line was garbage. He was getting sacked almost like 5 times a game. You know
I think the only worst line in there was probably Colorado.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've had games where TVD didn't get touched. I mean, he got touched by a ghost one game. Like we
had too much time in the pocket. Like, god damn.
So
I'm just gonna fall. I'm just gonna fall down. I don't know where to throw this ball at. Let me just lay down.
So just imagine you get Cam out there, man, and you got Jacoby George out there running the route. Ray running the route. Rashad running the route. Bobby Washington running the route. You know what I'm saying? Then I ain't even gonna mention the freshmen. You know, I said I'll wait for those guys to come. But you got receivers like even the fast guy who came from Louisville. Like, just imagine he running down the field. You know what I'm saying? Now he's a problem because we know the quarterback gonna say, "Oh, option one not there." Oh, look at 15 running down the field. Like, God.
Right.
So we're in good shape.
So listen, man,
I still don't think, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna let a player hold us hostage. That's just, I think,
it's like he got some say so.
The business person and stuff like that. But like you just said, people, we ain't got no say so. So if they want to hold hostage, that's on them.
So listen, moving on, because those quarterbacks gonna be talked about until somebody make a decision. And if y'all didn't see, Shaq popped up at Prime 112, right? Rick Ross. Shaq popped up last time. Shaq popped up on who? Shaq popped up on.
Damn, man, you sound like the Florida State fans. Street, what we doing, man?
Who Shaq?
They told the Florida State fans talking about Warren Sapp pulled up on Cam Ward, and it's clearly Rick Ross.
Shaq popped up on who last year? Who Shaq popped up on that 112 last year? Y'all remember?
It was
sure.
The offensive lineman. It was
Javion Cohen?
Magor?
No, it wasn't.
Kamani McClain.
Francis. I think it was the one Matty just said. No, the one Matty just said.
Javion Cohen.
Cohen. Yeah, it was him.
So
Cohen had his girl with him, so everybody was like, "Well, damn, who that girl is right there, boy?"
Yeah, the Paul
Rick Ross popped up the other night. Like, how you think that happens? How you think they get Rick Ross to pop up down there?
Well, Rick Ross was down here for what you call it, Art Basel week anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing for them to say, "Hey, man, we gonna be at Prime 112, man. We got to recruit. We want you to meet." Obviously, if you seen the Monday night game, you seen Rick Ross chilling with Ruben Bain. It's nothing.
Right.
Rick Ross is a Hurricane fan, so he'll pop up. That's easy for him.
So you think it's just a favor?
Yeah, I think it's like, hey, man, we gonna be here. And then they found out that the parents are big fans of Rick Ross. Oh, y'all really big fans of Rick Ross like that? Oh, hey.
They big fans of Rick Ross. Oh,
yeah, they big fans of Rick Ross.
Hell, we saw other recruits. They was talking about it. It's like, if Rick Ross would pulled up on me and my son, I would have.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's what's up. And then Rick Ross announced he jumped in the NIL space. That was convenient.
Right.
You done met the parents already. Listen. So next thing, bowl game versus Rutgers. I mean, we're hearing Jaden Harris is hurt, so he'll be out. So who we got at safety? X. We got
You'll have Malik Williams. You'll have
Markeith Williams. X.
Markeith. I don't know why I keep saying Markeith Williams. Caleb Spencer. You said Jaden Harris is hurt, so you'll have Jadias Richards. They gonna have to move some other names around because we real thin back there. I keep forgetting the walk-on guy. I think Mario.
Brian Balaam left, right? Brian Balaam jumped in the portal.
Well, Balaam is still there also, so he's more likely to play, but he probably ain't gonna be here that long after the season. But yeah, he'll be there for that game.
Okay. Markeith Williams, man. Listen, we were hearing a lot of rumblings of Markeith Williams last summer. Was going to test James for his position. He was playing really good. There was a lot of rumblings of Markeith Williams. And gets a new defensive coordinator. And then doesn't have the season that we thought he would have. Kind of sat in the back in the background. But it's his time now, right?
Oh yeah, it's his time. It's definitely his time. He had an opportunity to watch Cam and James for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So now it's his time. It's definitely his time. I mean, he has to do the best of his ability.
Yeah, it's definitely his time. But listen, they going up to
Mo
New
Young,
York.
that's the guy. That's his name. Mo
Oh,
Young.
Miles Moon.
Yeah,
Miles
Miles
Muller.
Young. He's
a
a
walk-on.
walk-on guy. Yeah, he's a walk-on guy, but he could have gotten a scholarship at probably a bunch of other schools.
So Pinstripe Bowl just December 28th, Miami face Rutgers. Not the matchup we all wanted. But what are we looking at here, X? Rutgers quarterback threw for 1,600 yards.
God damn, that's
The
all.
leading rusher ran for 1,000 yards.
Yeah,
And
that's for one. They got
what are we
a
looking
pretty
at?
good lead in Russia. They got a pretty good lead in Russia.
The leading wide receiver had 440 yards. Like, did they just defer every possession and let these motherfuckers just play offense and they just try to play takeaway? Like, what are we looking at here on offense?
Who's their head coach? Who's their head coach?
Greg Schiano.
Greg Schiano's a defensive guy.
Yeah.
He's a defensive guy. So people sit there and go crazy about Mario offensive strategy. You don't want to be Greg Schiano. You don't want to be an offensive player on Greg Schiano's team because he is not throwing that ball like that. He's gonna run that ball. He's gonna run the ball until they can't run no more. You see 1,600, yeah, they gonna run that ball. And if they can't run the ball, guess what? We gonna play defense.
But they had a 1,000-yard rusher and then they had a 400-yard rusher. I mean, they didn't do much offense this year, huh?
They run the ball. They play defense. Greg Schiano's a defensive guy. They run the ball. He did it. He had okay. So the quarterback they have is a good running quarterback, also.
Yeah.
He threw for less than 50%. Am I reading that right?
He's horrible passing. He's horrible passing, but he can run the ball. So they gonna run the ball and play defense.
Well, as long as they play that Boston College defense, I'm good. Because I ain't got time for this shit.
What defense?
Whatever defense they ran against Boston College, I need that because I'm not trying to deal with this dude.
What happened versus Boston College?
Oh yeah, we shut their offense down.
Because they came in at
okay.
Yeah, they came in with that running ass quarterback too,
trying to do all that running crap. We shut it down. Yeah, so but yeah, Rutgers, Greg Schiano, he gonna play some defense. Which is smart of him because he's not recruiting the talent that Miami's gonna have.
What are they on a 4-game losing streak?
Yeah, I think something like that. So he gonna say, hey, man, we're gonna play defense. That's not lose the game. Field position and defense. Run the ball. Let's see if we could rush them and stuff like that and get on with it.
Man, extra. I hate being that fan, man. I really do. But we talking about they lost to the Iowa team. They let the Iowa team put 22 points on them that couldn't score a single point against Michigan. I'm supposed to be concerned about these people?
All right, now hold up. I'm gonna push back on that a little bit, Mehdi. Hey, listen, if you in here, man, do us a favor. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe. We're trying to get to 2,000 a night. I think we need 70 more. So hit the subscribe button and take the video, man, and share it and send it to your homeboy that like the Canes. Or send it to a Florida State fan right now, man. Just hit share, send it to a Florida State fan, a Cane fan. Let them boys know we up tonight getting it in. See if we can get this thing pushed to 500. Mehdi, I know you picked that Iowa game out, but if you look at Rutgers' schedule, it was on a 4-game losing streak. But look who the 4 teams are: Ohio State, Iowa, Penn State, and then Maryland, who ended their season with like 6 straight losses or some shit. I don't know. But they played a rough schedule, dog. They played Michigan.
Yeah, they played
Wisconsin.
The top teams in the Big Ten.
They played Michigan State. That's like playing the Miami Gardens Ravens or some shit. They played Ohio State. They played Iowa. They played Penn State. They played a tough schedule, man.
Yes, they do.
Now, they wasn't in none of the games. they wasn't in any of them. You know what I'm saying? That they was in the first quarter. But they played a tougher schedule than we played.
Street, am I gonna have to cue up the rock music, man?
Cue it, though.
Is that what's going on? Because y'all really sit here trying to tell me that I'm supposed to be concerned about these fucking people? Kyle in the comments talking shit.
I said they played a rough schedule. I love how Mehdi hear things. I said they played a rough schedule. Mehdi hear me saying you should be scared. Street said we should be scared of these motherfuckers. Ain't what I said. I said they played a tough schedule.
They played what, 4 ranked teams all season?
But we talking about, don't just say ranked. Oh, let's see. Let's do it the way they'll do it. They played 3 top 5 teams, didn't they? Penn State was once in the top 5. Ohio State and Michigan.
I'm talking about when you played them. Because we don't do that for Jaden Daniels when we talking about he was playing Florida State, blah 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 blah. When Florida State fans do that, we played Jaden Daniels when they were top 5. Whatever.
Well,
I'm talking about
when
you lined up against them. What was their record?
They played Penn State when they were number 1. I mean, they were number 12. I mean, Michigan.
Ohio State when it was 1 and Michigan number 2. Who stayed there consistently the whole season?
Well,
we always talk about conferences.
Hey, Medi, I like that one that Donald Buffett said because everybody was, a couple people been asking me about, the situation with the players that leave. Okay, so here's the situation: players can leave.
Wait up, X. Damn, X, you just gonna cut into the conversation.
I mean, I'm with Medi. I don't. Man, look,
we're gonna go back and get the questions. We're gonna go back and get the questions.
Ruckus, man,
we're gonna go back and get the questions, right? Right, Medi?
Yeah. Okay. I started.
Yeah, he set them to the side. Yeah, he's starting them. We'll go back and get them. But no, but real talk, they played a rough schedule. I didn't count Noah Western. I don't know. Noah Western was all right. We played Temple. They played Temple.
Yeah, I don't like you transient properties, but that's fair.
So you don't think that schedule's tough schedule?
You think if we play Virginia Tech, we lose to Virginia Tech?
No. That's not what I'm saying. They beat Virginia Tech. I'm saying you don't think that's a tough schedule?
I don't have a lot of faith in the Big Ten as a whole anyway. So shout out to Michigan, shout out to Ohio State, but no.
Okay. I see what you're saying. You Michigan was thumping people this year, bro.
Yeah.
Michigan was
I just said shout out to
6.
You talking about me? I just literally said shout out Ohio State and shout out Michigan. I literally said that.
Check out this stat. Michigan was at game. Michigan played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games, and nobody had scored more than 10 points on them.
You playing defense.
No, when I was talking to Burrow, Jaden McBurrow, them, and I was like, dog, nobody had scored more than 10 points on y'all? It was like game 6 or something.
Yeah, shout out to my dog Mike Locksley. He did it. He figured it out. And that weirdo Josh Gaddis.
Hey, and I found out Josh Gaddis was calling the plays. I talked to my people at Maryland. They said, yeah, Josh Gaddis was calling the plays. I think Josh Gaddis had a TVD problem here too, bro. So no. So listen. Yeah. So we're going to play against a team that, I mean, offense looks weird. So they run the ball, right? X. They run like what are they running? X, a wing T, 10-yard fight. What the fuck they run?
Nah. It's a RPO style offense. It's RPO style offense.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, man, my cousin, who's actually he's in his 50s or something like this. He called me the other day, and he was trying to explain to me that the RPO spread offense is the same offense as a triple option, and I was going back and forth with him until he made one good point. He said, "Look, man, the offensive line is doing the same thing." And I said, "Yeah, you're right, but it's just not the same." But yeah, they run like an RPO spread.
AJ said, I remember AJ was on the show and he was saying that it was play action pass, right? He was saying it's play action pass. Remember?
Yeah, it's play action pass.
Yeah.
It's play action pass. It's play action pass.
Mm-hmm. He was like, it's nothing new. It's play action pass. They just gave it another name.
I mean, okay, so just imagine if you have one running back in the backfield and they'll RPO him, and you know how sometimes when they give it and the quarterback, I mean, they put it in the running back's stomach and the quarterback pulls it and then he runs and then he's able to throw the ball to the side or just flip it to the player. That's basically option. It's just not like that. It's just not the wishbone or the wing T, but it's like a veer. What's the movie when Denzel was like
remember the Titans?
Every time it works or whatever.
These guys
give it time, it always works.
These guys average 22.8 points a game.
That's last year.
That's this year.
I said that was us last year.
Oh, I ain't worried about that. We already know what that issue was. That
Rutgers don't scare me. like I said, the only thing that worries is the fact that the quarterback can't run. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't want the defense to just let him just be out there just running all over the field because he sucks as a passer. He sucks as a passer.
Right.
But then again, we're Miami, Florida, man. Every quarterback looks like he's a Heisman contender when they come play us. It's for some hurt reason.
So maybe I'm missing something. So let's look at it.
How much we favored by 2?
Yeah, 2.5. And the only reason is because we missing some key. Well, they saying some key players might.
Some key players. We got one quarterback.
Well, you missing.
Talk about some key players.
Matt Lee, Javion Cohen, Leonard
one
Taylor,
quarterback.
James Williams, Kobe Young,
some key players.
Corey Flagg, Cam Kitchens, and y'all finna go in there play with a quarterback who hasn't taken a snap the whole season. But
it's still favored by 2.
2.5.
Hold on, Medi. You finished, Medi? I got something I'm gonna throw up there. I got something I just ran across. I want to get y'all take on it.
I was just looking at the stats and trying to see, like I said, this team, they don't got no guys leaving or declaring. Like what? The whole team staying for this meaningless ass bowl game too?
Probably so. It's Rutgers.
I was gonna ask, what do we call bowl games nowadays? Like what are they?
I know the fucking players call that shit a hassle thing for a championship.
If they're not playing for a championship.
Well, I guess we'll see. Go ahead.
Is it a bona fide spring game now?
No, because the damn showing spring.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so coaches are basically using it. If you're not in that playoffs or you're not playing in a major bowl, coaches are using it to get their younger guys some reps, practices, game reps.
Right. And to see who they're gonna keep on their team.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. So I mean, we need it because just think about it last year. We weren't in the bowl game, you know what I'm saying? So our young guys couldn't get the reps, so couldn't get the playing time. So.
Okay, let's take a listen. Let's take a listen to this.
Miami, I don't see him being in the Heisman race because I don't see Miami having the type of team season that it would require for him to go do that.
Williams breaks free. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
But like, if he goes to Miami, I don't see him being in the Heisman race because I don't see Miami having the type of team season that it would require for him to go do that.
Talking about Cam Ward. What y'all think about that?
The guy who said it, somebody tweeted out, yeah, he's still mad that Beeson hit him like that, I guess.
Okay, but I know. I mean, I know that's us emotionally responding.
Okay, so Streeter, look at TVD stats. Look at TVD stats. TVD threw for what this year?
A lot.
2,900, 2,800.
2,900. How many touchdowns?
Not enough.
I mean, obviously.
Like 20, maybe 20 or so, 24.
19. 19
for real?
Yeah, 19 touchdowns and 12 picks.
Wow, only 19? That's crazy. Dang. Okay, so look at it like that. He threw for 2,700, 19 touchdowns. And the team is 7-5. Just add a quarterback who can stand in the pocket, knowing you get 5 full seconds to throw to anybody you want to throw to, but you throw it to our team, and just add yards with that. Cam Ward threw
for what? To the other team?
3,900 yards. And so he threw for how many yards at Washington State? 34, 35?
Yeah.
But what he's saying is
if he throws for 3,500 yards at University of Miami is not a 75 team. You can just count that out.
I'll just supplement with this, and I'll leave it at this. Cam Moore was sacked a Washington State low 38 times this past season. Tyler was sacked 10. And they say 10, and I'm calling it 9 because I think one of those sacks wasn't a sack. I think that
but even those 10 sacks, like he held the ball longer. That he actually got sacked because he just didn't want to throw the ball. They gave him time. But logically we give him 10. So that's 28 times that what's his name? Cam Ward wouldn't have gotten sacked if he's at Miami.
I mean, at the end of the day, those guys like Joel Klatt can say what they want. We all know that there's a bias amongst SEC teams, and obviously nobody wants Miami to get back to where they want to be. But I tell you what, none of that. When you look at the Heisman Trophy race, the guy who won had 50 total touchdowns, right? He threw and he had almost 5,000 yards, both rushing and passing.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was close. I love Michael Penix. I think Penix is going to be a hell of a quarterback in the league. But at the end of the day, the dude who wins the Heisman is the guy that's going to go out there and drop his nuts on somebody's head. It's really that simple. I don't care what school you at. You could, as long as you at a Power 5 school, you could be at Georgia Tech, throw for 4,500 yards, and guess what? Your ass is going to be a Heisman contender, period.
Well, it depends on
So
the record too. You can't throw for 4,500 yards in losing efforts.
Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. The record does play a part in that, but we saw a 9-3 LSU team hoist present a Heisman Trophy winner. He's 9-3. They're not even in the playoffs, right? And they lost. Didn't they lose to Florida State?
Yeah, bad.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Florida State moral is they the only team that held to him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have Heisman numbers against them. Whoop de doo.
According to
That's
what?
because he
Heisman
underestimated them. That's because rightfully so he underestimated Florida State.
I don't care. Whoop de doo. Like,
what's Heisman numbers?
It don't matter. That team, we're not even speaking about that team. That team is still crying about whatever.
Yeah, I actually got a good background for them, man.
If
This
Cam,
is what they sound like.
But again, like you say what TVD did 2,700. I think what was the number we were saying for Miami to have a good season for TVD to have? We was all saying like he got to at least get to like 3,000, right?
I think you said 3,500.
Yeah, I said 3,500, 3,500.
Our predictions. Remember our predictions?
Yeah.
I said like 3,500 and 35 touchdowns. So he was what?
He wasn't close.
800 yards away from that pass, and that's okay. He didn't play against Clemson. He barely played against. He played 5 plays against Florida State.
And threw a pick.
So that's
he did play enough to throw a pick.
He could have gotten it if he didn't play so bad, like within that 5-game stretch. But
dog, after Texas A&M game, we thought TVD was finna light the ACC up, dog.
Yeah, we all thought he was getting ready to go to the NFL, man.
Did that Georgia Tech game literally derail our season? Like bipolar our season, like changed us into a different team, a different locker room?
Definitely changed us. It changed us for the worse. We went down the dark alley and didn't have no light to come out, man. It changed us for the worse.
Yeah, so yeah, the Rutgers team, not afraid of him. Cats, somebody put up a comment, they were saying that Cats just want him in the Big Ten. Cats is a Fox. He just want to see him in the Big Ten, in the bid for Fox.
Yeah,
there's a lot of that stuff goes on in the media, bro. A lot of that goes on in the media. Yeah.
Do you know how exciting?
Sways thoughts and sways thoughts, and the media sways things and swings things their way, and it's a lot of control going on in the media. Go ahead, man.
Do you know how excited that motherfucker was calling them first initial Deion games? Their ratings was through the fucking roof. I've never seen Big Noon Saturday and Game Day at the same location on purpose.
Man, not only that, but okay, he wants
because he exclusively calls the big games that highlight their, you know what I'm saying, their marquee game for the week. He usually calls it, so of course he wants that. But go ahead.
I was just going to mention,
go ahead.
But every year we see this happen, and I'm going to reserve my thoughts on Michigan this year. But how many times have Ohio State shit the bed? They got all this talent. They get all the talent, all these receivers, all these quarterbacks. and then they go to the playoffs and they look pitiful. Come on now, come on, man, get out of here, get out of here. So that's the guy, that's the team that you're supposed to go win the Heisman.
I mean, but they their quarterback goes off and put up big numbers. Their quarterback, they definitely is a quarterback friendly offense with whatever quarterback you put in their system. They put up numbers.
Yeah,
not to get
I
off
know.
topic. Not to get off topic, but
I was just comparing apples to apples because
Streeter,
he's talking
this
about
is
the
crazy.
team.
Streeter, this is crazy. Florida Atlantic, FAU, leading receiver, the number 2 leading receiver in the nation as far as with receptions, has just entered the transfer portal.
How's that crazy?
I'm just saying, just look at free agency. These kids are really going to small schools and saying, I'm finna ball out and I'm going to a better school.
Mm-hmm. I just heard somebody.
Too, right?
I just heard somebody say that shit about HBCUs, that people don't really care about playing HBCUs. Like Deion just made it cool to use it as a springboard. But then again, and I want to get mad at that because I feel like they should. But when I look at how they resources usually ask, they don't give them guys nothing that they need to be successful. And B, you watch coaches do this shit all the time. Can I really be mad at them?
By design.
Nah.
What's his name? LeJohntay Wester.
Hold on. Let me go back to it.
1,100 yards, 108 receptions.
Yeah. LeJohntay Wester. He had 108 receptions for 1,168 receiving yards, which is ranked 11th. Which is ranked 11th in college football.
And he had 8 touchdowns. And he had our boy Danny Richardson throwing at him, right?
Yeah.
And in high school, he had blue hair.
Where was high school at?
That boy had blue hair.
Where you go to high school at, Street?
Hold on, let me see. That boy had blue dreads. LeJohntay Wester. He just entered the portal?
Yeah, just entered just now, like probably 15, 20 minutes ago.
What size is he?
Oh, he's small. He's no bigger. I mean, he's not no bigger than Jacoby George. So there's nothing to go crazy about. I mean, but his to put up those numbers, you got, you're doing something.
FAU in a bowl game?
Yeah.
These boys ain't stand for the bowl game. We gotta talk about this. What the fuck going on in Georgia, dog? At this rate, they got enough people. They got enough people transferring out of Georgia that Florida State might actually win.
Georgia lost a lot of people.
That's what I was saying.
They just had.
Georgia got like 18 players hit the portal.
Yeah.
But that don't matter, man. Georgia recruit. They just filling your spot with somebody they bringing in next year. That's all.
I mean, how many of them players did they ask to leave? Asking people to leave. They're asking people to leave.
Yeah, it's got something to do with that, and then it got something to do with Georgia's another school saying everybody getting paid. Georgia and Alabama saying everybody getting paid equal. We ain't paying one guy $100 million, and then the rest of y'all getting paid $10,000. That ain't happening over there. Like when Alabama did it with Bryce Young, Bryce Young, they had no choice. They had to pay Bryce Young more than everybody else. I don't think anybody on Georgia's roster is Bryce Young as far as getting NIL, because Bryce Young was a household name. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's on Georgia has a household name. Even Carson Beck, like he's not a household name.
Yeah, it's his first year being a starter.
I mean, but Bryce Young coming out of high school was a household name. You know what I'm saying? We knew about him when he was in high school. You knew about Carson Beck because you was in the state of Florida. That's it. You didn't know about Carson Beck out west, Midwest, and stuff like that unless you just really pay attention to recruiting. But Bryce Young was a household name. Like we knew about him wherever.
LeJohntay Wester, they say he's 5'9", and one say he's 5'11". He actually from Palmetto, Florida, bro. You went to Palmetto, X?
Nah, not that Palmetto.
Yeah, Palmetto up the road.
Yeah, he went to that red and black Palmetto. We got a kid from there a couple years ago.
Oh, Palmetto. Okay.
Yeah, not the
Palmetto played
Panthers.
against Duke.
Yeah,
in
that
the
Palmetto that played
playoffs.
in Duke that year, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I know I never heard no LeJounte Wester. He looks familiar though. But they say 5'9". Some say 5'11", 160 pounds. Hmm.
somebody
5'9", 5'11". And we're gonna have to come on a visit.
somebody said is our offensive scheme on par with any of the Heisman contenders' offense. Street, you want to share what Dennis told you?
What's the question?
Is our offensive scheme on par with any of the Heisman years contenders' offense?
Let me
For
read
the
it.
for the record, it's a top 20. It's a top 20, top 30 offense in America, despite having someone who had us handcuffed. Just to be clear, and
Yeah, like Miami is. I forgot what the stats was, but Miami is ranked. I would have to look up the stats. I didn't write them. I write them down, but Miami's ranked in like 5 or 6 categories, man. Number 5, and then behind the 4 college football playoff teams. Um, I think just turnovers derailed the damn season.
mm-hmm.
Um, 7-5, they're not supposed to be. Let me see if I can pull up those stats.
I wish this shit could arrange stuff a little bit better, but
Let's see.
and mind you, you gotta eliminate and take out, schools like
Oh man, anytime y'all boys in South Florida, man, the Hard Rock Casino is the place to be.
What, man? Where did this come from, man? The one with the good stuff?
The good time. I'm looking at the score with the 49. I could have been sitting there right there betting on every quarter. Man, they got it. You could bet on each quarter. The first quarter could be going on. You could bet on the second quarter if you want to.
Oh, you could bet there now. You could bet there now.
You can. It's Vegas. You can bet there right now. That's why I'm like,
no.
I've been 3 nights in a row. I'm like, boy, I don't know, man.
No.
It's good, man. You take your girl there, man. You give her about $50. Tell her go to the slot machine and get out your way. She gonna fall in love with you even more because she like, oh, he gave me $50 to go gamble and I win. I could keep it.
That's what's up. I gotta go check that out, man. That is fun. We did it in Vegas when the Heat upset Milwaukee, man. Me and my boy Scotty was sitting there betting on the game when the Heat upset Milwaukee. That whole little weird little series. This playoffs. So that's why you was stuck at the casino in Casino, Texas, dog, using that bet and losing your money.
I was winning, actually. I was winning. I was
long
good.
Parlays.
Yeah,
I got Toledo -1. We got Richmond -5. Seton Hall.
You've been to Vegas. You've been to Vegas. So if you, man, they for some reason, man, when you bet with Vegas or you bet with the man, they pay out it's ridiculous. I'm ashamed to say I even went to a bookie that's in the streets, man. That thing make me pissing me off, man. Y'all been cheating us for all this time.
The bookies? Yeah, the bookies
in the street, they been cheating us, man.
All right, so let's talk about this real quick. If you were to eliminate all those G5 teams and just leave it exclusively Power 5, Miami is easily a top 20 offense this year. Because they sitting at 20.
Stop messing with the stats. I think we are top in some of those stats.
We sitting at 26 right now, right? You eliminate a bunch of those like the UABs, Utah State, App State, SMU, who's not Power 5, they will be, but they not now. UCF. Well, I guess UCF is technically P5. Liberty still G5. Miami's a top 20 offense.
I mean, even if you add them, what we was ranked 26, it was 26 or 27. Top
Yeah,
offense.
26. Yep.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That is good. We had over 5,000 yards total offense this year. Coming into the season, I don't think nobody thought we was going to have 5,000 yards.
5,294. And that's with a quarterback who was inept. I want y'all to think about that for a second. That's with a bad quarterback. A quarterback for what, the entire month of October played a Halloween trick-or-treat game and absolutely disappeared on us. Right?
Jigaboo
what?
hide and seek, played a hide and seek on us. Like, I'm finna show y'all. No, me hide.
And still managed to put a top 30 defense on the field, a top 30 offense, on the field.
Yeah, I see somebody, they talk about, Will Fong, just crystal ball, Jordan. I mean, we've been telling y'all Jordan Love flip, so I don't know. Y'all listen to them or y'all gonna listen to us? Yeah.
To Miami?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what that last Black Center was for, before this Black Center.
That's what it was for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I want to throw a curveball.
Man. Talk to me.
I want to throw a curveball at everybody. So Malik Murphy is in the portal. I know he doesn't have game time experience.
Oh, he does. Malik Murphy
he started 3 games.
Yeah, he played three games.
Okay. So he got 3 games under his belt. So how do we feel about going after Malik Murphy, 6'5", 235?
You're absolutely right. That is a curveball. And I'm not even swinging at that motherfucker. I'm going back to the dugout.
Yeah. Yeah. Coach, take me out of the game with that one. Malik Murphy's big. He's a big guy. He's a big guy.
Why y'all don't like him? What y'all pushback here? Why y'all don't like him?
Okay, so again, as I said on Space last night, you got Ja'Cory Brown already. Why do we want to bring in another Ja'Cory Brown when we got one?
Think about this for a second. Y'all know Cam Ward ran wing T in high school, right?
Yes, he ran the wing T in high school.
Just like Ja'Cory Brown. You trying to bring, I don't know if what's name did it, but you were trying to develop Ja'Cory Brown in hopes he don't leave and get developed somewhere else. You want him to sit behind a Cam Ward for a couple of reasons. One, you want him because you know he can pass the ball. He's been developed. He went to University Incarnate Word, balled out, was Jerry Rice freshman of the year. Ends up saying after second year, his sophomore year, I guess in Incarnate Word, he's like, I'm too good for these people. I got to leave. Goes to a low risk, high reward school like Washington State. Absolutely destroys it there. That's what it's supposed to look like for a guy like Ja'Cory Brown. Ja'Cory Brown, right. it on probably all the rating stats was probably significantly higher than Cam Ward. But you want Ja'Cory Brown to sit behind a guy like that and develop and learn how it's done. You also, secondly, want someone like Shannon Dawson to learn how to develop a quarterback, because if you look at his track resume and his track record, he has never coached, except once, a mobile dual threat quarterback with success. He only coaches mostly pocket passes. Yes, that includes Geno Smith.
and he's gonna have to learn how to coach high profile dual threat quarterbacks who can change your offense significantly. He's really gonna have to learn how to do that.
This is what y'all wanted when Derek King showed up and Tyler Van Dyke sat behind him, and then when Derek King got hurt and X was singing his praises for TVD. That's the TVD y'all wanted to have. The TVD who got full control of the team and reigns. I don't want that TVD. I want TVD who sat behind somebody and learned how to be a leader of the team and learn how to go out there and win games, and then did the shit for the last 6 games of the season, throwing like a 3-to-1 touchdown interception ratio and 300 yards a game on his way to becoming freshman of the year for the ACC. That's the TVD I want. I don't want Cam Ward sitting behind a guy, or I don't want Ja'Cory Brown sitting behind a guy that has very low confidence, not going to command a room. I want him behind a Cam Ward because it challenges everybody in that building to be better.
Yeah, that's why I say it's the perfect scenario for Ja'Cory. You bring Cam in, and Ja'Cory still learns. He sits and learns from a guy who's basically going to get drafted next year. He basically knows how the offense is run, And you said the street like Jakari really wants to be a pocket passer, even though he can run the ball. He still want to sit down there in the pocket and make those decisions. So
the man see a future for himself.
Huh?
He want to be Cam Ward.
Want to be Cam Ward, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see again. From what I've been hearing from people, man, Cam Ward is our guy. We just still waiting for him to go ahead and make that announcement if he's going to make it soon. If he does it, then hey, they'll move with Will Howard.
Yeah, from our understanding, he was more likely paid to take that visit to Florida State. To Leon County.
Definitely paid to go visit that school.
Yeah, and in this day and age, that's just how the game rolls, right? Like we've seen it already. Y'all seen it for the better part of 2 seasons already. We know they pay guys to stay on visits. They pay guys. We saw it last year, in the same time last year with Mims from Georgia, for him to do what? Take his ass right back to Georgia after he got him a couple bags or two. Like that's just how it is. I wouldn't be surprised if them 16 dudes in the portal right now is just doing it, and they'll all right back on the team right before the game start. You know what I'm saying? And someone like Dabble, someone like Smart, Kirby Smart will welcome him back with open arms. Like, this is just the game now, man. They pay people not go to certain schools to visit. They pay people to visit schools in general. Like that's just how the game is. Like,
yeah,
man. But let me get into a little bit of recruiting, man, because everybody asking me what's going on with Kevin Riley. He's taking a visit to Alabama. Everybody's going crazy. I guess they happy now because they see the Jordan Lyles crystal ball. But Ewing was gonna flip Jordan Lyles,
anyway,
regardless. You know what I'm saying? I kept telling y'all, Kevin Riley he lives in Alabama. You don't think Nick Saban ain't gonna? Nick Saban is not trying to let other teams come in your backyard and take their best players. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like us down here where we have so many multiple players where, like, even if they take 5, you know what I'm saying, we still could get 8 or 10. If you take the 4 best players out of Bama, they get nobody from Bama. You know what I'm saying? So from what I've been told now, the staff still feel like he's going to sign with Miami. That's just now. Things can change after the weekend because he does take that visit. We'll see. The other guy, the Kevin, how you pronounce his name? Kevion Broussard, the offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kevion Broussard, he's taking a visit to Ole Miss. Definitely won't be a loss if he does flip, which he is going to flip. He's another project offensive lineman where they feel it take 2-3 years to play at Miami because of the caliber of offensive line that Miami's getting. So not a big loss. Definitely would have loved to see him at Miami, but it's definitely not a big loss.
Now, speaking of recruiting,
Armando Blunt going to slip back to Miami. We've been saying that for
I was about to say when he supposed to be up at in Leon County this weekend?
Nah, man, he's gonna be at the crib. He's gonna be at the crib vibing with the rest of the commits. And JT. Again, like I told people, I said, man, look, the family. They wanted him to be at Florida. In Miami. You know what I'm saying? The kid did grow up being a Florida State fan, but I think Florida State, with what they got going on now, man, and the fact that Mario and JT, man, Blunt kind of adores JT. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that was it. That was the selling point right there, man. Just playing for a coach who is a Hall of Famer.
All right, let's get some of these questions. We're gonna spin the block. Hey, shout out to whoever Bubbly Brielle is. They put this in the group me, and then she made her page private, but someone already made it into a poster. They already made it into a meme on motherfucking Twitter, so she can't duck. And they tagged her and put her.
Oh yeah, that's the little chick from Twitter, man. She a Florida State fan.
All right, let's get into it.
Yes, Burroughs is still with the team. They from what I'm hearing, he's going to probably get a second chance. And that's probably before. That's what we know as of now. You know what I'm saying? Things can change also, but from what I'm hearing, he's going to most likely get a second chance with the team.
Hey, real quick, man, we putting Ohio State in the locker in this recruiting shit, ain't we?
What you mean?
Yeah, man.
You know, yeah, we kind of raping Ohio State, ain't we?
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
I'm looking at. Hey, wasn't it funny last year? You know, Gilly the Kid all on TV 2 years in a row. It's 2 years in a row. We just took a running back from Ohio State. I mean,
so listen. These are the 3 players we took from Ohio State already, and that's not even counting if we take JJ.
and a defensive tackle.
You got Jordan Lyles, you got Justin Scott, and you got the defensive tackle who from Mississippi State. I forget his name. He was supposed to take a visit to Ohio State this weekend. He canceled it because he's coming down to Miami. Ohio State thought they had that one sold up, man. And guess what? He's coming down to Miami.
Wrong.
Shout out to Coach Joe, man. Coach Joe did a good job with that one. That's the guy y'all be going crazy about. He can't recruit. He can't close the deal. Coach Joe the one sealed that.
Coach Joe made it happen. Go ahead with the question, man.
This one for the panel. If y'all could change the college football calendar, would y'all? I think I know where Nukin got this from. I heard Josh Pate talking about this earlier. I'm gonna assume what he means by this is like how current recruiting is, the transfer portal windows, all that. If you can rearrange those, would you do it? I'll go with you first, Rich.
If I could change the college football calendar, I like it. I like it the way it is now. I feel like when you only had one signing day possibility, you allow for kids to not come in early because with the spring, and even kids who are at private schools that typically graduate in May, at least they have a chance to transfer and go to another school where they could then go into college early. So I like it because of that, for sure. I would not change a thing. I wouldn't change anything. I would. The only thing I would change as far as the calendar is, I'd like to have more. I'd like to have more scrimmages televised, like more summer practices kind of televised, or something more media related to cover college football a little bit more. But other than that, I like everything going on with signing day and all that stuff.
Man, the one thing I would love for them to change, instead of us playing one of those FCS schools during the season, I would love for us to play them during the spring. Like, let us go ahead and play hard. Man,
like a jamboree.
Yeah, jamboree. Or it could be a full game. Like, let us play the hard teams during the season. I mean, we just look at Florida State this year. They get kicked out. They don't even get invited to the playoffs. I mean, let us play 12 hard teams. Let us. We get nothing from playing against Bethune. Obviously, it's good because most of the kids who go to Bethune are probably from South Florida and stuff. But man, make that happen during the spring. Like,
right.
I just and then it's like it's
not a bad idea.
You get nothing from it during the season. So all you get is to say, oh, well, you won't put up 70 points against them and then can't put up 20 points against North Carolina State. Yeah, what was that about?
No, that's a fair point. I think from a business standpoint, shit, spring football them people make buku money during that time because that's when everybody's feeding for it the most. Right after the college football, you get that little gap when you're like between waiting for, watching your guys try to compete for the NFL draft and going through camps and all that stuff. Like, they make outrageous money if they did that personally, but
yeah, I think that if they want to make some money during that time span outside of the school making his own money, go ahead and schedule them small FCS schools, man. I'm pretty sure they would love to play.
And I think if that happens, if a guy gets hurt during that game, you still got time to recover and get back. You know what I'm saying, for the regular season, rather than. No, I can definitely see that. Street, you got anything to add to that?
this break after the season stops, this 4-week break or whatever the hell happens, and then we go back to playing for what reason that shit was put there. I'm sure eventually it's gonna go away. We finna fill it in with some playoff games, look like it. But yeah, I don't understand what the fuck the break for. Like, it don't have to be there.
I mean, well, for one, you do need to let some of those players get rest, man. They played 12 games, so they play. You basically saying they practicing or playing within 14 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they do need a little, at least a break.
Yeah, until money kick in, they're gonna get a week off like everybody else. Playoffs.
Money kicks in.
What? So yeah, this break. I don't know what created this break. Like I'm sure it has something to do with grades, kids failing. Give them some time to catch up.
Oh no, that's the other thing. They got finals and graduations too. You see, shout out to all the guys that graduated. They're like, yeah, like shit. Shout out that boy Ryan Rigoni, man. I'm glad to see him getting the hell up out of here.
Right.
That boy been in college. I think he finished his master's degree.
Let me explain something to y'all. After the youth football season, right? Pop Warner and all the seasons now. But let's say Pop Warner. Those kids finished playing in December, right? And then they have nationals in Orlando at ESPN. Twan asked me the other day, hey, the kids playing this week and nationals, yeah. They don't go to school? I say, Twan, where you been? After those kids' youth football season, they go to nationals. They don't go to school for 2 weeks. We're talking about elementary kids. The teachers teach around it. The family get a packet of whatever bullshit they want to play. Listen, when we want to play football in America, we're going to play foosball.
That's fair.
We're going to play foosball.
So you would take that breakout and just let us play. Just keep playing through it.
Yeah, I give them a week off, man. Let them pay off the person that was doing their classwork. And then, yeah, man, let them get right back at it.
Man, that sounds like someone who has never played contact football. Because boy, you be going to hell through it. I promise you that.
Right.
Man, your body gonna be so sore, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
Depending on the team. Yeah, depending on the team.
Your dream is to go play in the NFL. That's what?
You
30
right.
games?
But I'm saying
17 games. I mean, but they still don't practice and play year round, man. Like they don't come out there till it's time to get back out there. Like they give them like 4 months of no contact.
When was Miami last game? What day?
Miami's last game was November 20th, I think, something like that.
They played, was at Boston College on November 24th. So the day after Thanksgiving.
We got a month off.
Yeah, a month and 4 days.
I know what these boys do. You see them there at basketball games. They with Rick Ross at the gym. They going fish. They don't even know what to do, especially the ones who don't live around here. They don't know what to do, and they got 3 more. Nah.
I mean, they know what to do because they're in Miami. If they was in Leon County, they're probably like, God damn, ain't nothing to do in this.
Yeah,
we're going to be at the house playing the game with Cormani, man. That's what we finna do.
3 more weeks. What they do in Tuscaloosa for 3 weeks? What they do to them boys for 3 weeks before they time to play a bowl game? What they handcuff them to the beds in the dorm?
No, they probably go give them a little Hellcat, something like that.
Well, what they do is, after they finish taking their test, they let them, you know what I'm saying, go home, visit their parents and stuff like that. Because the ones who are playing bowl games during the holiday season aren't able to go home to their parents. So they let them go home, see their parents and stuff early.
Gotcha.
Then once practice starts, hey, we back at it. You know
Shit,
what I'm saying?
from the looks of it, it sounds like they is negotiating contracts. Like, yeah, we need that.
Well, that's what it is now.
Yeah. They on the phone with the agent. Yeah, absolutely. Wes Sutton asks, how long do we wait for Cam?
I think we spoke about that. Like, I don't know. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't let him hold us hostage. But if you feel like he's your guy, then you wait. You know, if Will Howard wasn't there, you wait until you can't wait no more.
In the past, I feel like even under Manny, we've been pretty good at getting this and kind of showing the guys what they need. I feel good about Cam Moore being a guy. Once again, y'all understand. Streeter said it, X said it. Recruiting is fluid, man. They throwing money at people to just get on a flight to come get told, hey, man, we just wanted to delay the process a little bit. That's all, man. We just trying to. When you're doing that, Mario's still in Mark still in your living room with the ski mask on, talking about we taking blunt with us too. So I mean, you can play that game if you want to, but this shit chess, not checkers. So
man, remember I told y'all when I got in the space, I said, listen, man, a lot of these teams was bad mouthing Mario, bad recruiting against Mario, and stuff got back to Mario, and Mario like, oh, okay, so it's all y'all against me. All right, this is how we finna play it.
I'm on your ass.
Let me go down all y'all recruiting lists and see who I want.
You know, X, you played spades before, right?
Yeah.
You know when you behind a couple books and then you get that one hand where it's like your whole hand black and then you got a couple jokers in there. That's what this the part of the game we at right now. So you thought shit was over with. Okay. This when you get obnoxious, you stand up, you start slamming shit on the table like, bah, bah. That's where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I don't know if anybody listen, if y'all ever heard the story about Mario telling coaches when they come down here to visit players that they gotta wait till Mario finish.
Yep.
Like Mario,
and that was
he don't tell them like that on the phone. He tell them to their face, like, man, you gotta wait till I finish.
That was under the Al Golden regime when he was just an assistant.
Right.
For those who don't know that story, man, hey, he did that. He literally put Jimbo in the locker. Like, nah, when you come here when we done, deal with it. What you gonna do? Fight me, old man? Get your ass out my face. Next question: are we looking for wide receivers in the portal?
Absolutely.
I guess that kind of goes with Corey Brooks. From my understanding, there's mutual interest. So
yeah, people got on me for talking about, oh, why you want to bring the trash? But I say, when was the trash? I was trying to figure out when was he trash. He played 3 games last year because he was hurt. I don't know.
What about a Raleek Brown?
Raleek Brown, he's you talking about the one from out of there USC?
Yeah.
But don't he play like he's kind of like Rashad Smith, right? Or is he bigger than Rashad?
He like Rashad Smith, but he actually likes to run the ball.
I mean, Rashad likes to run the ball too. We just don't get it to him. Do we want to go that route when you have Rashad there? You have Ray right sitting right there. You got they bringing in Nikar. You got Robbie still over there. Like, I mean, do we really want to go that route for somebody like that?
I mean, is Brashard here after the spring? I mean, after this bowl game?
I was told Brashad is here. He's saying he's gonna be here.
Okay.
Ja'Cory Brooks highlights. He run the Auburn. He won the Iron Bowl.
I don't know why we addressing this. Because Ja'Cory Brooks show, we gonna act the same way.
Ja'Cory Brooks ain't trash, bro.
Yeah, we gonna act the same way we did about Tyler Harrell, which that did not work out for the record.
Well, no, we definitely not gonna act like that. I think we're gonna act a lot better because we actually know he's good. You know, we didn't anybody think Tyler Harrell. I definitely didn't think Tyler Harrell was good. You know, I was all you know what everybody's saying is because Kobe Young. They feel like Kobe Young is probably one of the better receivers that and we shouldn't have lost him. And my stands is still my stands. You can't be 6'5" playing like you're 5'6". I don't care who you is.
So yeah, to answer your question, yes, we are pursuing wide receiver in the portal. You always got to upgrade that talent on top of high school talent. And it might be some more people leaving too.
I'm all for
it. Johnny Brown identified Vontae back in the portal. Yeah, he is. He's leaving Maryland.
Who said? Oh yeah, Vontae
Williams. He never got in the field.
Yeah,
that boy having a That boy's having a
I mean, and I'm gonna keep it a buck.
He having a Mark Pope run type right now.
I think Avante is a naturally gifted individual. I think when it comes to him, he can't read the college defense. He can't read defenses, which is why he didn't play here at Miami. You know, we've heard stories that while he's on the field, they screaming at him, trying to get him lined up properly, trying to tell him exactly where to go. I don't know. You got to put him in something real simple. Just be like, man, go play ball. Which is why I said let him play the slot, because you tell him to just go cover somebody and that fits him perfect. But if he got to read something, yeah, it's not good.
It's over with, just like Tyler. Anywho, someone asked, is Daquan Finn from Toledo one that they're looking at also, or is just between Cam Ward and Will Howard?
It's Cam Ward and Will Howard. Though, if they going to get one of those guys, you just cross out any other name right now. They're getting one of those guys.
We don't have Lee, Cohen, Taylor, Cam, James, Young. This is the one you wanted me to highlight earlier.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the situation with that. All of them still can play in the bowl game. They ain't none of them signed with agents or nothing like that yet. Not that I know of, but the only one that specifically came out and said he's not going to play in the bowl game is Javion Cole.
So Matt Lee could still be the starting center.
Matt Lee could still play in the.
Are these guys practicing?
It starts Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Oh, start Saturday.
Yeah.
So what have we seen in the past, X? Will they play?
I mean, we've in the past we haven't seen any guy declare for the draft before the bowl game. They always do it like right after the bowl game.
Really?
Yeah. This is why I think a lot of fans are upset, because they're saying, well, players are declaring before the bowl game, so they don't even, like I think Maddie was saying earlier, like the bowl game don't even matter. Like players are declaring, like, why am I playing in the bowl game? I'm finna go to the NFL. Forget that.
Wow.
I think personally, this is me. Maybe just me, the fan of me being selfish, but if you play in the bowl game, especially against a not that great opponent, you put more on tape that could possibly help elevate your draft stock, especially if you're not invited to a bigger like a Senior Bowl, the Combine, the Senior Bowl, because they're gonna bring their ass down to your pro day. That's definitely happening, right?
Oh yeah, you on pro day gonna be loaded.
Yeah. What I'm saying is a guy like Matt Lee, you put some more stuff on tape. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about centers, right? And how hard is it for them to get drafted? Because you're typically looking for guards and tackles. Well, you could possibly, because he has some mobility, man. That motherfucker can snap that ball and get up out of there and get downfield and block people, which is elite. You get one more chance to put it on tape and kind of leave something in their minds before your pro day. And I don't know if he's gonna get a combine invite, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean he'll get one. He'll get one. You seniors and you making all conference stuff, they'll get one.
Let's see what else. What's y'all taking replacing Matt Lee? Are we looking at anybody?
The center from, I'm finna give y'all the name. The guy from Indiana. His name is Zach Carpenter. Zach Carpenter. He's a center. He hit the portal from Indiana. The team is going after him. Was it Indiana or was it it was somebody? I think it was Indiana. I think they're going after him. He comes down on a visit this weekend also.
Man, this is gonna be a pretty loaded visit then.
Oh yeah.
This the last one?
And not just for 24 either. It's gonna be a loaded for 25 kids on coming this weekend also.
Is this the last one?
Yeah, because signing day is on the 20th. So
okay.
But don't forget, you got signing. That's early signing day, and then you still have the second signing day, which is in February.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the hurtful thing, that if any kid doesn't sign on the 20th, unless you're a top kid, you ain't getting picked up by no big schools.
Xavier Mincy.
Xavier Mincy, he's going to sign on the 20th. He's going to sign on the 20th. He's just not announcing it publicly to the All-American game.
Yeah. I think they typed Kate, so I think they meant status. What's status on Jalen Rivers? I think we already talked about this. Jalen Rivers is coming back.
Yeah, Jalen Rivers will be back. He's back. He'll be back.
Someone asked about Ja'Cory Brooks. We already talked about that. They said, would y'all want Ja'Cory Brooks or Jeremiah Smith? I'm not gonna say that's a dumb question, but the answer is both.
Like, I mean, come on, man.
Like, what do you mean? You acting like we gotta choose? Like,
question.
No.
It's not a dumb question, but I mean, just think about it. What would you do, Calvin? What would you do?
I'm not saying it's dumb. I'm saying it's a question. The answer is both. That's the answer. It's not even a choice. Do y'all think Shamar Stewart hits the portal this year?
It's definitely highly possible.
Yes.
And then
Cal not on, but Cal was basically saying everything about Shamar yesterday on space.
and then Marley Cooks, the Middle Tennessee defensive tackle. I know
That's the one I say was supposed to go to the Ohio State visit, but he canceled it because he's coming down to Miami this weekend.
And then we also got the guy from North Carolina State,
CJ Clark. I think he gave I think he
silent verbal.
told the staff he wants to be a Hurricane.
So just like that, 3 DTs, Jamil Burrows, possibly Marley Cooks. Not even counting the high school guys. It's just transfer portal guys. And Chris Clark. Boom, just like that.
And Shamar, once he entered Portland.
Scary hours, ladies and gentlemen.
Scary hours.
Scary hours. Someone asked about Marvin Jones.
He's on a visit this weekend to Florida State. That's his dad was a two-time All-American at Florida State. Marvin Shady Tree Jones.
Shady Tree Marvin Jones.
The one thing that's good for us is the fact that he does. His oldest brother, Daryl Porter, plays for Miami. What'd you say?
His full brother.
I said oldest brother. I didn't say half. I said oldest.
Yeah, you see that boy got that Gabby real quick about that shit on the timeline, man.
I said full brother. Don't say half.
He's like, hey, tighten up, my boy.
His oldest brother does play for Miami. He is a South Florida kid. Mom still lives down here. Dad still is down here. That's in the play. If he doesn't commit to Florida State after this weekend, then that's something to really think about right there.
I mean, was that disrespect like that? Like, you think Gabby deserved that?
I think so.
Because I think that was disrespectful.
Yeah, because you don't know their family dynamic, and for you to just come out and put that out there, even if it's from a biological standpoint, if you don't have a relationship with them people to be able to talk about that, then don't say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, right. We don't go around like, that's my half brother, that's my half sister. Be like, man, that's my brother.
Yeah,
that's my sister.
It's just about knowing dynamics and culture. You know what I'm
saying? We got different daddies. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But that's my brother. Anybody really saying, "Oh, that's my half brother"?
You gotta understand culture. More of that shit needs to start happening in media, man.
I wonder what made him. Yeah, what made him say half? Yeah.
I told you, culture dynamics. Do you think we get a safety in the portal?
Cam cool. I mean, Gabby cool, man. Y'all be really going at Gabby, man. He cool. He's cool, dude. But
I'm not saying he not. I'm just saying understand culture dynamics.
No, not you. I'm talking about the fans. They really be going in on Gabby. Like, Gabby's cool. He's a cool individual, man. Like, he loves what he do. You know what I'm saying? He works hard, very hard. So, but you say, are we going to get a safety?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah, they was trying to get the guy from Clemson on the visit, but
Andrew Makuba.
Yeah, but he's not showing any interest.
You saw him turn up on the timeline today too, right?
Oh yeah, he told him he wasn't visiting
Texas. Yeah, they said he was going to go to Texas. Yeah, he was like, no, I'm not. He said, I'm not going there. That's probably a Dabble special. Dabble probably like told him some Bible verses and said, hey,
but
man.
You see, when you get into like safety, maybe linebacker, running back, stuff like that, you don't really have to be in a rush, you know what I'm saying, to get those guys, because it'll be a lot of them. It's like quarterback, defensive tackle, offensive line, and wide receiver, those and cornerbacks. Those are the ones you like, boy, if a top name come out, let's go fast. Let's try to move fast. But
yeah, Wes Sutton asked about once again about CJ Bailey. I think you kind of talked about it a little bit on the space last night, but right now
he's sticking with North Carolina State, man. He feel like he can play in their system. He likes their system. He feel like he could play there a lot earlier than he could play at Miami.
But what was the caveat you said, right? They brought in my man from Coastal Carolina.
Oh McCall. Yeah, the guy who I wanted, Grayson McCall. He's gonna be the guy. He go there and learn from Grayson McCall next year and be the guy next year. So I think, and it's not the fact that Miami was trying to recruit him to get JJ or keep JoJo and stuff like that. I just think he knows he could play at North Carolina State a lot earlier than he could play at Miami.
And if you look at the denominator, if hypothetically, best case scenario, Cam Ward comes on campus, then you got possible twice redshirted Ja'Carry Brown, who will ultimately take the reins after Cam's season next year in 25. Yes, it'll be a while before TJ sees the field. Whereas when Grayson McCall comes in, same thing as Cam, he's just going to be a transitional quarterback, do his thing, hopefully get into the league, playing at a P5, and then in theory as a redshirt freshman, barring type of injury, CJ Bailey will play there. So it all depends, man. It's all dynamic, man. That's it. Shout out to Coach Hayes, man.
I'm gonna say this. The guy who you won't feel like to come in and be the instant guy is the Luke Nichols guy. And he's a 25 quarterback.
Shout out to Luke Nichols. He just won a state championship yesterday,
Won a state championship last night. They feel like he come in to be an instant guy, and so that's another thing you gotta keep in mind. You know what I'm saying? Because you're still looking at Ja'Carry having to sit another year. Emory most likely gonna sit this year. Luke Nichols gonna come in early when it's time for him to graduate. He's coming early, and that's the quarterback that Dawson really wants.
And no shit.
Sitting on that bench. I don't give a fuck who over there. By that point, he should be a weapon by that time.
Yeah. And then don't forget they still got Judd. They still got Judd in there. Judd had a pretty good season this year. Dawson likes the big tall quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and in theory, you don't know what type of guy you getting back when we get Emory back. So it might be a confidence issue, even though I'm pretty sure it was his non-throwing arm. It might be a confidence issue. It might be, a myriad of things. So we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coach Hayes, man. Shout out to Raymond Ross,
man,
too,
y'all
man.
boys go like, man. Like, it's free. You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt to like. Y'all go like the half naked girls on Instagram pictures just like this, man.
Only a hater wouldn't like for free.
Y'all like it and click the link tree. I know y'all do.
It's crib talk, right? So I haven't did this in a while. So first of all, shout out to Russell Okun. Remember Russell Okun took his paychecks in Bitcoin? Y'all remember that? And it was 18,000, I think, when he did it, something like that. And then Bitcoin went down to maybe 11, 10. It got like Bitcoin right now is 43,000. So if his money's still sitting in Bitcoin, he doubled it. It did exactly what he thought it would do. You know what I'm saying? So if I can get 5 thumbs up, give me 5 thumbs up, man. I'll give y'all a quick stock market before we get out of here. A quick stock market tidbit like I used to do, man, before we get out of here. But yeah, man, shout out Bitcoin 40,000, and I mean Bitcoin's about to go to the moon, man. And I know y'all still thinking about Saturday Night Live and Elon and Dogecoin. They still pissed off at crypto. So if I get 5 thumbs up, man, I'll give y'all a quick stock market.
3.
Them thumbs coming in fast.
Now you got 1,000.
So all right, listen, quick stock market, but a little stock market tidbit. Rich, where Rich at? Rich taking a break, man. I had something for you, Rich, too, man. We can get to it later though. The NCAA has kind of made a hey man, listen, maybe with NIL, this is what we could do. It's a video we got on it, man. We got time, I'll let you see it. But okay, quick stock market tidbit, dog. Listen. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. Let's see. I gotta call it something better than the tidbit, man. We ain't tidbitting over here. I come up with a name for it. So here we go. Quick stock market, bro. Let me know if y'all can see this.
Yep.
I forgot how this is. How we go full screen. I forgot how to go full screen. Bam, there it is. So listen, quick stock market tidbit right here. This is the SP 500. Top 500 stocks. Top 500 stocks in the stock market, whatever. Some of the biggest companies are in the SP 500. It shows the stock market and what the stock market does. Like you can follow the SP 500 to see what the stock market is doing as a whole, because only a few stocks pull the stock market. This year, Mehdi, I know you remember this. They said we was going in a recession, right?
Yep.
And they started scaring us around December last year, January. So this right here, this little squiggly line, that's December. And this is right here. This is October of 22. If y'all can see this down here. This is the stock. This is the bottom of the stock market. The SP 500 had got to 34,900. Then we went into January. This is December. This is December where I drew this little squiggly line right here. Let's see the little squiggly line. Let me see. That can actually move. The stock market was down here in December. And they started saying this year we're going in a recession. Y'all remember that?
Mm-hmm.
We're going in a recession. Don't buy no TVs. Jeff Bezos said, shit about to get bad. Y'all gonna see people out on the streets. People finna lose their job. Y'all remember this year, right? Now, follow me on this. Follow me on this. So, this is January 23. This is the stock market right here. They started saying we were going in a recession. Shit was gonna get bad this year. Stock market went up. Hey, man, y'all save your money, man. We're going to go in a recession. It came down. It never went lower than it was in January. It came down a little bit. And then from March, the stock market started going up. Hey, man, they said it's going to be a recession this year. That's July. Oh, man, the recession coming, man. Y'all better. It dipped down a little bit. And yesterday, the stock market almost touched the all-time high in December of 2023. Who's the joke on? Who the joke on, Rich?
The joke's on everybody who wasn't persistent.
While y'all are waiting on a recession, right? While y'all are waiting on a recession, because that's what they're saying through the news, because that's what they send all the fear. In October of 2022 is when the stock market reaches its low, $34.99. So if there was a recession, that was your recession right there. That's when we were down right there in October of 2022. Yeah. And from that point, all the stock market did was go up. So while y'all are sitting waiting on a recession, holding y'all money, man, we're going to get in the stock market this year. The economy about to go bad. Yesterday, the Fed came out and said, hey, man, we're not cutting rates. We're not cutting interest rates anymore. And the stock market blew through the roof. By next week, it'll be at an all-time high while y'all are waiting on the recession.
Man, Street, just say what it is. They playing on y'all fears, man. They the Grinch that stole Christmas. They want y'all to tighten up, to be in a house scared in your mama basement, afraid that everything about to go to shit. That's on purpose. Because while they playing on the fear index, that's what it's called, the greed and fear index.
Look at Cal. There go Cal.
He done woke up.
Yeah. While they're playing on that index, through the media, they going in and buying everything that you selling off.
Yeah. Right.
If you sell it off and you panic and you go red, they go in and say, bet, fire sale. I'm gonna go buy all that shit.
So bottom line, I had a mentor that used to tell me, man, whatever they say on CNN, whatever they outright is telling you, do the opposite. That's how my mentor used to treat me. Because the lion never gets up in the morning and tells the deer how to beat him. Never. Mm-mm. All-time high the market is about to hit as they had us waiting on a recession. So the bottom line of it, just get in the game, man. Long-term, Apple, all this, you know what I'm saying? Just get in the game and stay in the game. It's a game. They always going to push it up to a higher high. That's where they money at. That's where they ETFs at. That's where your retirement at. That's where they bread at. They are not going to let it die. Get in the game. Go long-term. If you don't know how to trade like me and Kyle, or get in IOD Squad, and we'll show you how to trade options, stock. It's a game, dog. There is no recession. So everybody in here, the market is about to hit an all-time high, and they're just going to start cheering in January. Like, the market at an all-time high. It's time to pick a president. Who is going to be? Trump or Kanye West? And life goes on. That's my little tidbit. My little,
you know what they're going to say after that, Street?
Huh?
And right after they say that, they're going to wait to run it back down for the presidency so they can use it as a leverage point. Because ain't nobody talking about this shit either. Hey, y'all gas. I went to Miami and my gas was cheaper in Miami than it was in North Dakota. How the fuck that work? But it ain't on the news nowhere, right? Gas is at an all-time low. But when I see on the stickers at the Shell gas station, they say they got Joe Biden pointing and saying, I did this. That shit was all over Fox News. They was talking about that. But what are they gonna say? As soon as they hit that all-time high, we gotta be prepared though, because you know it's coming this summer. You know it's coming in anticipation of the election, a recession.
Look at this motherfucker said. I do a lot, dog. Okay, I do a lot.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
That's my tidbit, man. I'm gonna start doing that a lot more for y'all, man. Bitcoin 43,000. Don't wait to get in it. It's gonna be one day be 150,000. It's about to blow through the roof in January when they release these ETFs.
And
Rich, you got a little bit in you, Rich?
Yeah, man.
You do?
Yeah.
Real quick, Rich.
Okay, let's run this. I'm gonna run this before I get out of here. Check this out.
Hey, hold on.
Hey, go ahead.
What was the Dolphins? What was the Dolphins score that they almost broke the record? What was the score?
70. What it was? 70. I left. They had 50 points. I left the goddamn stadium.
Man, Raiders got 63 points right now with
against
8
who?
minutes against the Chargers with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left. Huh?
They didn't.
When the Raiders start
for this
scoring?
game.
They start scoring today.
Woo,
That's crazy.
63 to 40.
That's why I was asking what was the record? What was the record that the Dolphins should have broke? Because they should have broke it, and now they might mess around and let the Raiders break it.
It's tied. I think they were trying to score 70 and they told them no. I think they got 63.
Oh, so 70 is the Raiders should have break that.
So nobody has any crazy stats either. The quarterback got 241 yards.
No, listen, these people that threw 2 pick six screens. They threw 2 pick six screens, like screening passes, ran back for touchdown.
Who the hell is Easton Stick?
Never heard of him. I tweeted it like, who is this guy? I dropped the bag. I should have been. I was at
his stats aren't bad, but
if I was at the casino, man, I won all type of money because I didn't know who this guy was, and I just knew that the Raiders were gonna beat them.
Man, and they stats not. How they got 63 points? They don't even have 250 yards.
Gotta watch that game. Yeah, gotta watch that one back. See what's going on with that.
Pick six. Damn. Must be picked up some fumbles and ran it in. Because Devontae Adams only got 94 yards, 1 touchdown. The quarterback threw 4 touchdowns, though. You know, Denver started winning when they lost to the Dolphins. I think they went on. They like 7-6, second in the goddamn conference.
Shout out to Eddie with the 88. I'm an 88 guy, man. Shout out to Eddie, man. Shout out to Cardano. The beautiful thing about that I was gonna say real quick before X chimed in. Beautiful thing about crypto is he's telling you get in. He's not telling you go buy one damn Bitcoin for $40,000. It's not what he's saying. You can buy fractional pieces of Bitcoin, which means if you buy it now, hold pieces of it or shares of it, parts of a Bitcoin, that will in turn drive up and create you profit. If you bought it when it was 18,000, when Russell Kuhn and OBJ had their contracts, what's called, you would be sitting on a pretty little nest egg right now. You would have saw it touch 15. I think it touched 12, and you would have panicked like, oh shit. But if you held on to it, you would have seen your profit more than double in that time. So
yeah. And listen, if you're confused, it's right on your Cash App. The quickest way to buy Bitcoin is on your Cash App. It's right on your Cash App. Just convert your money to Bitcoin. It's right on your Cash App. I know y'all don't pay attention to it, but it's right there. And ride out. It's a long-term thing. You can't keep saying, hey man, I should have got in. You the dude sitting on the side of the pool. Don't never get in the pool to play with the girls because you're scared of the water cold. Let's you do that.
And as soon as you ready to hop in, they like, we finna head to the house. We finna head to Waffle House.
Here we go, Rich. Tell me if this BS or not, Rich. Here we go.
Thought the portal, when we thought NIL couldn't get no crazier, it continues to get crazier. So I'm about to hit y'all with some news you can use. And y'all already know I don't make it, but I'm going to break it. But check it out. NCAA talking about letting these schools pay these players now. They talking about forget all the NIL stuff on the side, going through the back door, forget, having to donate. They're saying you can get NIL, and we just going to do it in-house. We're going to help you get the deals. We're going to pay you the deals. We're going to get money from donors and directly be able to pay players. Each school has to opt in by paying, I believe they said like $30,000 for half of their players. And then it just gives that money into a pot. And they're saying the 4-year guys are going to be able to make $120,000 just off rip. No NIL deals. That's just what they're going to be getting paid. But they're also saying it's going to be able to let schools change the rules of recruiting, how many coaches you can have. I think how the portal works. So it's still a lot going on. But they're saying, let's stop going around all this and just pay these guys. Let's stop faking like we ain't already putting these deals together and just do it up front. Everybody that wants to be a part of this, buy in, you can opt in, and we're creating a whole new subdivision and making this work. The NCAA, they said, we know y'all want it, so we're about to give y'all that.
Rich, what did you just hear, Rich?
I heard a mini collective bargaining agreement happening, and I don't know if the NCAA wants to go down that path because they're still governed by Title IX and all that other stuff. So some of the other sports that's on campus, like badminton and underwater basket weaving and all that other stuff, they might be like, "Hey, man, where my NIL at? If y'all got a pot going on, they gonna come with their hand out." But
he said, let the schools pay the kids. So get the boosters. They want to get in the middle. Let the boosters get the money to the schools, right?
And they
say no. That's
and they
no.
figure out who they want to pay.
Right, because it's some money missing, right? It's a money missing, ain't it?
Whenever you have a fiduciary, that means somebody could hold on your money and not give it to you.
That money that Jim Harbaugh be talking about still missing if they do it that way.
Right.
They still leaving out the money.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. So they saying he said let the schools pay. So it'll be between the players and the schools.
Yeah, the players in the schools, the donor. Hey man, donors, boosters y'all give. Basically, what y'all giving to the collection to the collectives, y'all give to us, and we'll pay the players. You know what I'm saying? I guess we said 30,000.
No, that's robbery.
Control. That's all I hear is control.
That's robbery.
Get them conferences involved and them big ass checks that's coming from the TV deal.
Well,
that's
no,
the money.
They're not doing that. They're gonna keep that away.
And that's the whole point.
Leave it alone. Yeah, go ahead, Rick.
That's the whole point. You move in the conversation because now you're saying, oh well, NIL is what y'all supposed to get paid, right? And we all know that that's not the case. NIL is just like it says, name, image, and likeness. If a car brand, if an individual, if a business feels as if your name, image, and likeness is worth paying, then they can do that. If they feel like they want to invest into some type of booster program, and then that booster program pays for that kid to come, then you could do that. But when we talk about the school paying the player, those are two different things. We talking about all that TV money. We talking about revenue generated from games. We talking about all that. So that's not NIL. That's just straight up profit.
Yeah, that's just straight up profit. But I think what it does, it would stop certain players from entering the portal, saying, "Oh, I want a better NIL deal," because now somebody reached out to me the other day, say, "Well, look at this guy. He hit the portal and he asking for 400,000, but he ain't did nothing in college football yet." Yeah, I think that player probably doesn't hit the portal because nobody's going to give him 400. They say, "Well, look, we'll just give you this money we giving everybody else, and we'll try to get you an NIL deal." That's how I think most of it happened. But yeah, they look. It's NCAA. The conferences ain't finna touch that TV money to give to nobody. They That's the good old boy saying, I'm keeping this. I don't care nothing about y'all, man. Y'all go get y'all money how y'all can get it, but y'all ain't touching this money.
Right. And the thing is, like, this stuff that happened right now, this is new. But the thing is, it's gonna smooth out. Like when you see Florida State right now, they getting burned because they was paying all these 1-year transfers all this money so that they could not go to the playoffs. You know, now you got kids like, look, you paid what's the name for 1 year. I've been here 4 years. I was when y'all ain't have no money, I was here. And yeah, you talking about I can't get the same thing at least? Yeah, you're gonna have guys who feel that way. And remember, this is not the league. This is not the NFL. So I could up and leave if I want to. And rightfully so. And that's internal stuff that the coaches are going to have to put on their plate to start to understand. Like, if I got a kid who's going to be at my school, I got to make sure that he's paid accordingly. That's why, like, even though it's sad to see Kobe Young go, I gotta be real. Like, if somebody's out there who's willing to pay Kobe top dollar for his services, then go to that program. I ain't got no problem with it. Go to that program, go get your money. It is what it is because we playing the same game with recruits.
Yeah, it's a wicked game, man. But you know how it is, man. Them good old boys, they ain't trying to share their money, man. They grandfathered in, man. They keeping their money for their grandkids, for their grandkids, for their grandkids. You can't have none of it. You go out there and break your leg or have a heart attack on the field. We don't care. We'll pay you $30,000 a year.
Hey, wasn't Jordan Lyles a 4-star?
Yeah, he is a 4-star. He
got dropped to 3, so he definitely come to Miami.
No.
Anywho.
He's rated. You can't look at that one. Look at the composite. The composite, he's a 93 4-star.
Shout out to Mario. One of my favorite videos, man. Y'all ever seen that video of my man in the locker room? I mean, in the courtroom that killed his whole family. With
Oh
the
yeah.
dreads?
The crazy dude with the dreads.
Yeah. He hit a play with y'all. God, that's my favorite go-to line, man. That shit is hilarious. That dude's a maniac.
We're still on the market trying to get another 5-star defensive end, man. They're still trying to work on that, man. And it was supposed to happen. A lot of schools came in, talking their big boy talk, you know what I'm saying? But I think, Miami's still right there with it. So
with the Jordan Lyles flip, you think it's over with Kevin Riley?
No, because we was gonna flip Jordan Lyles anyways. I think the staff realized that Kevin Riley was gonna end up taking a visit to Bama. He lives at Bama. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say, as of now, from what I was told, they still think Kevin Riley will be here. But after Saturday, obviously after the weekend for that visit, we'll see.
Hey.
How confident are we that Kevin Riley remains a Cane?
The staff was confident. Me personally, I'm still confident because him and his family, they wanted to be Canes. You know what I'm saying? But excuse me, that's Bama. He stays in Bama. He lives up there. It's obviously a lot closer for his family to go to the games every game. We'll see. But the one thing I will say, I mean, this is what I've been told. I don't know how true it is. Bama ain't paying freshmen outrageous money. So if it got something to do with NIL, then yeah, Bama don't stand a chance. But if it doesn't, and he just wants to find the best fit for him, then yeah, I'll start feeling worried tomorrow. Other than that, I'm still kind of confident until I hear difference.
Yeah.
Hey, we getting Samson, brother?
You say who?
Samson Okunlola's brother.
Man, I think they was trying to get him down on the visit. I don't know if it's going to happen. He did enjoy his visit at Florida State, though. That's all I heard. I don't know what's going to happen if he does come on a visit, but it might happen. It might happen after Saturday.
If I gotta watch Samson block his brother, that shit ain't gonna sit with me well. To be honest with you.
Right. I agree.
Y'all ready to get out of here, bro?
Yes,
Shouts
sir.
out to everybody, man, who came and joined us with the space yesterday, man. Y'all keep building it up, man. We was almost at like 800, like almost 900 last night, man. That was dope. Shouts out to everybody who keep, that kind of helped us down, since we haven't been doing these live shows, but that kind of helped us down for like the last previous week. So
great job with those spaces, dog. Those spaces be lit, dog.
Shout out to X, man.
Yeah, man.
Everybody and their mama be in there, dog. All the media be in there. I be trying to pull them up to talk. They don't be want to talk. They just be want to be in there.
Man, they in there. I mean, and the funny part is they in there writing that stuff down, and then next people talk about, man, X, everything you said last night, they posted it on their page. I'm like, yeah, I mean, they've been doing that for years, man. So no pressure, man. But yeah, the media do be in there, man. Other teams be in there trying to figure out what's going on. They other spaces, they in there taking notes, even though they be hating. Want to talk bad about people? It's cool. They don't, they.
All right, man. Let's get up out of here, man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Shout out y'all, man. Appreciate y'all being
here.
Hey, yeah.
So next week, I mean, for everybody who's in here, man, y'all gotta let us know if y'all want. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's up the street of Maddie. If we do a live show on Saturday, I don't know if they want to do that. I know somebody asked me if we was gonna do it, so I put the suggestion.
I'm with it. Fuck it, why not? 24/7 gonna do it, and then they're gonna drop all our players' rankings as soon as the NLIs come in. So we might as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's on y'all. Y'all come up with a time. Because like I said, that's why I said last night on the space. I said I don't even know if we'll do one. I think we might do a live show. If we don't, then we'll do a space. I don't know. So.
Definitely do it. I think y'all are y'all going to some of these commitments?
It's signing day, still signing day. It's not as big as it used to be.
Well, I mean, split it.
It's okay. So look,
it's only 8 high school kids with scholarships.
We're in South Florida. The biggest signing day that everybody's gonna try to be at is gonna be at Chaminade. Everybody and their mama gonna try to be at Chaminade to see what JJ doing.
And what day that is?
I think all the top players in South Florida is committed. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing that you saying you go in there to see who they gonna commit to.
Chaminade ain't big enough to hold the motherfuckers. They motherfuckers gonna do that shit at Hard Rock or something. Chaminade ain't big enough to hold.
I don't know, man. But
at the casino.
If JJ don't want to do it big, I go rent the room, the suite for them boys to do it at the Hard Rock.
Yeah, man.
What's your Martin Stu did in his house, right?
At Pace.
That was at Pace?
Yeah, me and Twan found out at the house and started went to the bathroom and started crying.
I gotta watch that video.
Found out at his house. We need somebody to come home, though. We got footage. We got footage that we've been holding for 2 years, and the purpose was, he gonna come home. So my Stewart come home. We find the College Station, and we gonna fly home with him and complete the documentary that we started that day at IHOP. And then we walked in this house and we saw that maroon trench coat, and we was like, womp, 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 womp. No, I should tell the villains now. I'll tell them later. Womp, 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 womp.
I can start it up. I'm sure we can have guests on. We definitely can bring fans in and make it more interactive. I don't know if Streeter and X is actually gonna go to some of these guys' commitments in person. If we can have them live stream from there. But everybody named Mom, Main Navarro, fucking Gabby, David, they all
Again,
gonna be doing the same thing too. So
like Speeder say, it ain't even that big no more because we pretty much know where everybody going. Everybody, it's one school that everybody gonna try to get to, and that's Shaman. So,
Well,
I mean,
Matty,
but
if you fired up, Matty, I go live stream. I go out there for you if you fired up.
we can.
I'll start it up.
We can do it.
That's not an issue.
Okay, yeah, we could do it. But I mean, like I said, it's on y'all. If y'all want to do it, ain't no pressure.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it now on stream, so he can start getting out the way. Street, I need the thumbnail.
Oh yeah,
So
Darius Hayes is flipping. Well, yeah, he's coming on a visit this weekend also. So
how y'all like these new thumbnails, man? Y'all like these thumbnails? Let me get a thumb up, thumb down. Y'all like these thumbnails, man? I know I'm a goddamn genius, man, but y'all just go ahead and stroke me, go, man. Man, my thumbnails fire.
I don't know why you got Cyborg on here with the
Yeah, with the green eyes.
yeah, with the green eyes in the park, man. Don't Cam Ward got dreads?
Y'all don't like War 3. Check out the War 305 though, boy. Y'all don't like that? Like
Man,
War 5,
this what they
War
want to
3.
see. This is what they want to see right here. I don't know if I can make that any smaller, man, but that's Cam Ward with JG3 and that boy Mark Walton, man. So
y'all some haters, man. I couldn't even get the AI to switch the damn cyborg arm to the right arm.
Cause you're doing too much, man. So you keep it simple, dog. That's it. Keep it simple.
Well, you ain't gonna hold my creative down, man. I'm an artist, dog. You're not gonna hold me down. I'm an artist.
I guess Eddie wasn't a fan, man. He said thumbs down, man.
Eddie said thumbs down.
But yeah, man, what y'all are looking at, man, that Prime 112 visit, you know what I'm saying? Who I got as wide receiver 1 next year. That's encouraging. You know what I'm saying? With Rohan and running back 1. That's what you want to see. Shout out to X for the pick. You know what I'm saying? So So yeah, we that's the type of time we on. Yeah, not on this type of time, but you know.
People don't like my thumbnails down. I thought I was doing the thing. Got 2 thumbs down, though. I thought I was doing it, my nigga.
So say need to send that pic to Norvell.
We got more. Can't work. Do look a little sweet.
A little.
Yeah.
But nah, man, we appreciate y'all once again. Make sure if y'all watching this afterwards, y'all asking a lot of questions. We not ignoring y'all. Y'all just asking questions that we answered like an hour ago. So run it back when we done. When we hang this live up. You'll probably get the
zesty.
Yeah, you'll probably get the answer that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? We just can't keep this ain't like X space. X recorded spaces for the record too, and y'all still coming there outlet like, hey X, any news on Darius Hayes? We said it 4 times before, but you know, we ain't doing that here. Run it back, you know what I'm saying? It's YouTube. You'll probably get the answer you got. While you in there, go ahead and hit that like button, man. We appreciate y'all. That's it. I don't know if you got anything else.
Yes, sir.
That's it, dog. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. We should have hit 2,000. Let's see if we hit 2,000.
No, we got
should have hit 2,000. Like.
We got 40 more subscribers though. Well, I don't know. Let me refresh this. Nah, we close. Shout out to y'all, man. We appreciate y'all though. We about this thing.
Peace.